It's not my fault that you haven't seen Inception. If you cared about spoilers, you'd have watched it already. Now, if you're going to threaten me, then I'm going to spoil. It's an endgame! It's an Iron Man! Iron with demons!
Oh, skeleton noises.
Superpower roulette, let the battle begin. Superpower roulette, only one can win.
What's up, I'm Adrian, I'm a VFX artist. Today I'm gonna open up this pack of magic cards. The set is called Heroes Beyond Death. Theros, if I mispronounced your name, please leave a comment and I'll apologize. I didn't mean to butcher it, sorry. We're gonna take one of the cards in this pack and we're gonna use it to inspire some visual effects. Look at that, it's a cute little puppy. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like on this video, I would really appreciate it because I'm a YouTuber and we love that shit. What the heck is going on here? It reminds me of one of those blob fish. You guys see the resemblance? This one is called Wrap in Flames. It's like a flame whip. It's actually super rad. I could see myself doing that. That looks really cool. I'm gonna add that to the maybe pile. Loathsome Chimera, that's what they called me in high school. I like this one as well. Satyr's Coming, that's really cool too. Whoops, not coming, cunning. Let me do that one again. I like this one as well. It's called Satyr's Cunning. It looks really cool. It's another like fire effect. I guess those are the ones that I'm drawn to the most today. Dang, this one's sick. Mischievous Chimera. It's like a water and fire, or islands and mountain if you understand magic, as I certainly do. I think I'm gonna have to go with Wrap in Flames.
This ain't no ring of fire, boy, you think we playing games? There is magic all around you cause I'm wrapping in flames. I got a stack deck, homie, better rate 'em and weep. I'm bringing heat, motherfucker, in the third degree.
I am not some kind of visual effects prodigy. I don't just wake up in the morning already knowing how to do these effects. I have to look at the card and really, figure out what it is and take inspiration from it and then figure out how to do it. I need my glasses, I took them off because there's a ring light. See? So just from looking at the picture, it's clearly a rope that is on fire. How do we do that? Well, I've actually done something kind of like this before. On Production Create's channel, we did a tutorial about Wonder Woman and her lasso of truth. And for that one, we made like a practical, glowing rope. Yes! That prop is actually right over here amongst all this mess that you can't see. So this is just some Christmas lights with all the lights taped down to make them in more of a straight line. This is cute, but once we get it going with all the like studio bright lights and stuff, this just really doesn't give off a lot of light. So I think that I can do one better. So this is what I came up with instead. It's just 3 heat lamps with the cords braided together. Yeah, I know how to braid, bitch. And what? You wanna have a sleepover? With this, the light is gonna be much brighter because it's 3 light bulbs. However, the cord is not gonna be illuminated at all, but I'm okay with that because that means it's gonna be easier to paint out if I want to, or like even if I don't wanna paint it out, it's just gonna be less noticeable. So I also like to take a little bit of inspiration from the flavor text. So here it says, Wrap in Flames deals 1 damage to each of up to 3 target creatures. 3, that's interesting.
I'm back from being a plastic skeleton, and this time I'm going to spoil everything in stereo! 1 second. 1 more. This is harder than it looks. Now we'll spoil Breaking Bad, Stranger Things, and DuckTales. You can't stop 3 of us.
Actually, yeah. Yeah, I can.
What's this?
Yes, very
Wrap in
glossy.
Flames deals 1 damage.
To each of up to 3 target creatures.
Too young to fry!
So obviously the base of this is a rope, which is, a fabric sim, which technically speaking, sure, okay, it's not something that I've done before, but it seems, at least in my opinion, fairly trivial. I actually did my tracking in After Effects because that's just what I'm the most comfortable with. And then I just did a simple fabric sim, easy. So the next step obviously is lighting it on fire. And I thought I would do this in MantaFlow, keep it in Blender, keep it all in the family. But this was the hard part because I just had a really hard time time getting this to look good. So I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna need to come up with another solution.
Houdini to the rescue, Houdini showing up. Houdini help me out because mana flow sucks. Houdini save the day, Houdini in the clutch. Leave a comment if you think that I rap way too much. Nah.
Wow, why is Houdini so hard?
Cinema 4D.
Yeah, let's give it a try.
Cinema 4D.
But if it's hard, I will cry on camera.
All right, homie, so here's where we at. It turns out that doing this in cinema was way easier. So in Blender, I was extruding a single point into a line, which was still two-dimensional, and I was doing a fabric sim on that. And then I was trying to make geometry out of that using modifiers like an idiot, like a whole entire idiot. But in cinema, it's so easy. You just do spline dynamics on a spline. It's not really even fabric, it's something else entirely. They have a built-in way to do it. And then you just sweep a circle onto it. And there you go, you have your rope. And then you just light it on fire in turbulence, and it's so easy and it just looks good. It doesn't look great. I still had to work on it in After Effects, but here's what the process ended up being. So first of all, I wanted to get rid of that ridiculous looking light with content aware fill. Wow, it's like magic. Ha, get it? Magic. Like I said, I tracked it in After Effects because I'm a little baby princess and twacking in Cinema 4D is really, really hard. So I make sure that all the nulls are 3D, and then I go up to File, Export, Maxon Cinema 4D Exporter. Then I open that up in
Cinema 4D.
And then I draw a spline as close to the nulls as I can get it, and then I hit US, 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 US a bunch of times to subdivide it, okay? Then I apply spline dynamics to that spline, and then I just select one end of it, one little vertex, and then I apply a constraint, and then I hook that to the null that I want it to be attached to, and then I do the same for the other end. I do it for both ends. Then I make a circle, and I take that and a spline, and I drop it into a sweep NURBS to make a rope. Now I just gotta use that Turbulence FD plugin to light it ablaze. I like to use Red Giant Super Comp to composite my fire. It gives you like a real professional looking result, but without a lot of work. Excuse me. And I did use practical fog, but I didn't want to just have the fire sitting on top of the fog, so I did shoot some extra fog plates, and then I composited those in too using Super Comp, so that instead of just like fog and then fire on top, it's fog and then fire and then fog, making a little fog sandwich. Actually, it's a fire sandwich. The fog is the bread, and that's gonna just help blend everything together, I think. So now that you know all my secrets, let's take one last look at how that all came together.
It's not my fault that you haven't seen Inception! If you cared about spoilers, you'd have watched it already. Now, if you're going to threaten me, then I'm going to spoil. The Endgame! The Iron Man! Iron Man! Skeleton noises.
All right, guys, so that's the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I can't necessarily, in good conscience, say that I enjoyed it. This one was a little bit more difficult than I would have liked it to be, but we're done, and I can stop now. So, if you enjoyed it and you want to see me again, make sure to subscribe. Otherwise, remember to stay positive, stay creative, and try and treat each other better. All right, bye.
Hello, I'm Adrian Jensen. A Superman with super strength, teleporting or flying to the sky. Now you don't afraid of any bad guys. X-ray vision from my eyes. Just 1 sec and I'll travel through time. I'll show you these whole magic things. Just come along and